Can we... Oh, I went past the loading zone. Alright, well. We made it. This is the calm before the storm here. We got this fight, which is free, and then big story. Then we have a little bit of a scary part with Barrett, but I think we'll be okay, especially with the Protect Ring. That first fight, though, he's going to have nothing, because you don't even get a chance to equip stuff. I could cheat. Not cheat, but, like, get into the exchange menu and give him materia, but I can't give him equipment. I probably should have given him a better armor, now that I think about it. I'll probably just give him enemy skill, and he can just throw out a big guard right away. It'll be okay. Hey, no problem, Hex. I appreciate you being here, man. Can you... Oh, yeah, you can. You can equip him while he's handcuffed. You're right. Yeah, because you can even go up the... You can save the game, so... You're right, you're right. So we can give him the Protect Ring, and it'll be okay. I'm really stoked we got the Protect Ring. It's going to help a lot. Just dragging Red 13 around. HP. 2,921 HP. We gotta get through basically carry armor. Carry armor, Proud Clod, Hojo, final dungeon. Diamond weapon. Diamond weapon will be alright. I have a strat for diamond weapon. I don't know how little damage we'll be able to take, but I'll be able to completely protect Cloud. Why do you think they made the Genova bosses so cheesable? I don't know. It definitely feels like an oversight. I think Genova Life might have been on purpose. But Genova Death's pretty odd. This fight makes me really sad because this is the final fight with Genova Roth. Like, this is such a pinnacle fight in the game. The thing we've been chasing the entire game, this is the final fight against it. You know, and it's got its own music, and like it feels like this is such an important part of the game. This fight should have been a lot more epic. And not just the fact that you can absorb fire and wind, but she only has 3 attacks, I think, in silence. So yeah, this fight's just really lame. Like, all around, this fight's just lame. This felt like we gotta have a boss here and we don't have a lot of time type deal. Yeah, at least on your first playthrough when you don't know what's going to happen. I mean, you might accidentally have someone... Well, the thing is, you're most likely going to have somebody with the fire armlet. It's very hard to miss the fire armlet, and it's one of the 3 best equipments in the game at this point. So, like, you're probably going to have it equipped. So you're probably going to accidentally make yourself immune in this fight. Which is a shame. I'm kind of worried that in the 3rd remake game, they just make this another Genova fight, and they don't really, like, specifically design it to be the final Genova Roth fight, where it's, like, revealed. Because I think the story's just going to go a different way. But other than that, I'm sure it'll be epic. I don't think it's going to be the same, where it's, like, revealed that this was Genova the whole time. Maybe. I don't know. Yeah, maybe. But it just feels like the Sephiroth that we've been dealing with is actually Sephiroth. And they're just kind of going a different way with how that all works. But maybe they'll surprise me. Maybe we'll actually have a moment where they're like, this wasn't Sephiroth the whole time, but he was controlling her. Who controls who? Like, they could do cool stuff with it. I mean, you do still fight Genova. Every time you're trying to fight Sephiroth, you fight Genova instead, with the exception of the final bosses. But they still have that Genova aspect, so they could still steer the story the same way. But is Red dead? No, he's just taking a break. He was tired. He's asleep. I was gonna make a John Marston joke, but I didn't. It is John Marston, right? Red Dead 1? Is his name John? Okay. I was second guessing myself. I was like, wait, is it John? What's the name of the Red Dead 2 main character? Arthur Morgan. I made a a questionnaire that I'm very slowly, haven't been able to recently with everything going on, but eventually I'm going to get back to it. I made a whole questionnaire with video game characters, and I'm showing it to a bunch of people in my life that don't really play video games or just play them very sporadically, to see how many video game characters they recognize. And Arthur Morgan's on there because Red Dead 2 is the third most sold video game of all time. But I feel like a lot of people don't actually recognize Arthur Morgan. So I'm curious to see how many people recognize him. I think it'll be pretty low. Which is funny because it's the third most sold video game. I guess we'll see. Yeah, it's pretty interesting. I've only asked a few people so far, but the answers have been interesting. You have your obvious ones, like everyone, regardless of video game knowledge, knows Mario and Pikachu. Those are the two obvious. But then you kind of slowly get down to, well, do people know Princess Peach? Most do. Couple dads might not. Couple dads that don't video game might not know who Princess Peach is, but like most people will. Then you get into like characters like Nathan Drake. It's like, okay, if you're not into video games, good chance you don't know who Nathan Drake is, but also Uncharted's very popular and also got a movie, so maybe they saw the movie. So like there's really cool, we had this discussion on stream one time where we're like, which video game characters are the most recognizable to just people that don't play video games? And the answers were so sporadic that I was like, I should do a questionnaire. It's pretty interesting to see. I'm waiting to ask somebody who I know for sure plays like 0 video games, and then have them pull out like Shadow the Hedgehog or something. Just pull like, who's this character? Oh, it's Shadow the Hedgehog. Why do you know that? Yeah, Lara Croft is another interesting one. Like, obviously she broke through the mainstream. Most people know who she is. But depending on what era you're from, how old you are, there's a chance you might not. Another really interesting one is asking, like, a 10-year-old. What video game characters do they know? Like a 10-year-old that's super into video games. Because the answers will probably be much different than, like, most of us. Are they gonna know who Nathan Drake is? I saw a kid say Kratos is the guy from Fortnite. Again, as much as that, like, makes us cringe, it does make sense. I mean, it makes sense. Listen, if it weren't for Fortnite, he wouldn't know who he is at all. So, I mean, that's one step better than not knowing at all, right? Bro, I missed out on the SNES. And I also had 0 connection to the Eastern world when I was a kid. So you better believe I thought Ness was from Super Smash Bros. Like, 100% someone asked me, like, who's Ness? And I was like, that's a kid from Super Smash Bros, right? Till I was at least old enough to know what an SNES was. It definitely happened to all of us. Am I the only one that Twitch is super buggy? Is anyone else seeing lag or anything? I think things are good on my end. Let me know if the stream lags at all, because That means the recording might be lagging. Yeah, like Geralt. Somebody who's 35, grew up on the NES, and then has, like, kids who play Fortnite. Are they going to know who Geralt is? That's what's interesting, because if they do, then you know, like, this guy knows ball. Maybe you read the book or something, you know? So it's just cool. It's cool to see people's answers. I'm curious to see my mom's answers. I haven't asked my mom yet. That one's going to be interesting. She'll get Cloud. She'll get Cloud. She'll probably get Sephiroth. The rest are going to be a toss-up. She'll probably know Crash. Crash Bandicoot's on there. Probably know Crash. I expect Crash to be like top 20 because we know him because we grew up with him. Our parents know him because we grew up with him. And our kids know him because he's in like Skylanders. And Spyro too. I expect Spyro and Crash to be pretty high up there. That was around the age where our parents could play the games with us. So like a lot of people I know, their parents played Spyro and Crash with them. So yeah, I see that one being pretty high. My parents very rarely played games, but a lot of my uncles and aunts did. My parents didn't play much. My mom played basically zero. But when video games began to change from a hobby I did while I was in school to my career, she started at least attempting to connect a little bit. I remember she randomly downloaded Pokemon Go. Like, just because it was such a phenomenon, and she was like, I'm interested in it, and also, maybe you are, so, like, I downloaded it, and I'm like, Mom, get off Pokemon Go, you know what the heck you're doing. You're not a Pokemon Goer. There's no way. My mom learned 1,000 Pokemon from Pokemon Go. She knows the new gens better than me now. Now that's funny. Would you rather go to jail for 3 years or go to jail until your mom can complete Elden Ring? Yeah, there's no shot. Like I said, my mom is incredibly supportive of me, but she does not play video games. Never has. Probably never will. But always very supportive. She's always just been supportive of whatever I do. I could tell her, tomorrow I'm going to be a professional underwater basket weaver, and she would be like, I'm in. Show me your baskets. How's it going, Warrior? Welcome in, man. Okay, maybe that's an exaggeration. She would probably be like, what? Okay, I'm in. There would be a moment where she'd be like, you're doing what? You sure about that? She's supportive, but she's not stupid. Yo, thanks, Warrior. Appreciate it, man. You came at a riveting time, I must say. What a... You came at the perfect time. No, actually, the challenge really has kicked off today. We've lost 2 characters. We're getting to the point of no return here where every boss is going to be do or die. We're on the linchpin here. That is the only good thing about this fight in terms of its epicness, is that she does have a ton of HP. I forget how much, like 20k or something? Maybe even more, maybe 25k. Okay, next time I won't be so stingy and only equip materia I want to level up. I'll put on, like, Death Blow or something. Make this a little quicker. I think Tifa can actually go front row. Cloud has long range, I think. Oh, you know what? Cloud doesn't even have long range. I should have front rowed him. Could have halved the time. It's fine. I enjoyed talking to you guys. I enjoyed this moment. To yap. Of course, we're going to have plenty more moment to yap, because then we have cutscene galore after this. Yeah, well, Gunducky. I hope you have a great weekend. How about that? Would you chew on that, brother? Dang, man. Your face looks like a chocobo's butt. Okay. We do have a very small section of enemies, like the frickin' kill bin and whatnot, so I gotta throw normal stuff back on. You can get the protect ring back. That's fine, I guess. I don't think this matters. I just have to be careful, like, because I could still get a pincer. Just put on, like, all bolt. But I really don't want to fight anything here unless I have to. Definitely not looking for a fight. We have another stupid wind thing to go through also, which means I should probably give you enemy skill. So I can frog song it. Also MP Turbo. Turbo time? Do I even want to use MP Turbo? The extra MP is not ideal. Yeah, this is Mushrooms overlay, and I was saying before... Oh, God, why? Oh, this is dreadful. Okay, we have weight, so let's just chill for a second. I think my best course of action here... These things do so much damage because it's a pincer. I think my best course of action is to frog song one of them on the left. and then comet the one on the right, and then run. Or, if I don't want to waste 70 MP, I think I just maybe Frog Song all three. The frogs are still going to hurt, is the problem, but at least they're asleep. Thank God for the 100 hit rate on Frog Song. Okay. I don't want to waste a ton of MP, but even Bolt 1 is probably going to do big damage because Cloud's magic stat is so high. Okay, well, when I say big, I didn't mean big. Yes. Thank you, Cloud. As much as I should finish this for the sake of the MP, I don't think it's a good idea. I think we should run. Is that frog flying, by the way? He is. That frog is flying. I actually know why that is. Now that I've spent so much time coding the enemies in this game, I actually know why that frog was flying. It's because when they did flying enemies... Hold on. Hold on, we have to lock in. This one isn't desynced, so it should be okay. I should have gone. It's fine. Patience. 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 So when they did flying enemies, instead of giving them like a flying element or a piece in the code that's like a flag that says it's flying, all they did was they made it usually weak to wind, usually immune to water and earth. I don't know why water, but usually flying enemies are weak to wind and they're immune to earth and water. And then when they place the enemies on the field, they have an X, Y, and Z coordinate. They just gave it a Y coordinate. So it just floats up in the air. And then their animation just bobs up and down. So there's no flag actually saying like an enemy is flying. If you go on the wiki, it's not going to say like flying enemy. It's just they make the Y coordinate higher. So with some of the fights with the flying enemies, in order for them to look more realistic or whatever, they didn't want like two flying enemies at the same exact level going like this. So what they usually do is they have like one here and one here. So they kind of go like this and they look more real, like they're actually flying. So this guy has a Y coordinate of like 20 and this guy has a Y coordinate of 40. So what probably happened is when you frog them, there's probably a thing in the code that says this enemy gets a negative 20 Y coordinate when it gets frogged, so that it ends up on the ground. But because this guy got an extra 20 Y coordinate because they wanted to offset him a bit, he got the minus 20, he still had 20. So he was floating slightly. Which is pretty neat. Yeah, see, in a regular video game coded by human beings in the year 2026, you would just have a flag that calls them flying, And then if the enemy has a flying flag, then it floats a certain amount. And then when it gets frogged, it just loses the flying flag. Might have been mistaken, but I could have sworn that the one that was floating didn't float right after you frog. Like it was after an attack that it started flying. That's interesting. I wonder why that would be. Maybe the attack like reset its animation, so it reset its Y coordinate. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'd have to go back and look. It's a guess anyways, because I don't know exactly how frog works, but I would imagine because there's no flying flag, it just has to subtract the Y coordinate to make flying enemies land. You would think it would just set it to 0. Maybe it sets it to 0. And then the attack, for some reason, reset it. But maybe normally the frog spell just sets it to 0, because that would make more sense. I think our luck is catching up to us, by the way, because we got really lucky for the beginning of the game. Today we got a lucky 7s. We got, which is unlucky. We got several pincer attacks in really bad spots. And we got Giga Aqualunged. And Red got bullied by Schizo, which she was going to die anyways, but complicated that fight a little bit. I think in the end it was actually good that that happened, though, because he would have died anyways, so he took a lot of damage away from Cloud. And then also Cloud kind of got bullied by several enemies today. Cover not doing its job. So cover is 20%. If we do another run, we should definitely buy an extra one, because they'll stack. Perhaps we only just buy one, and then when they both level up, that'll be 40 and 40, so it'll be almost 100. I was thinking before it was 50, but that's my mod. I think I've said it several times now that cover is 50%. It's not. It's in my mod that it's 50%. In the regular game, it's 20. I think it's 20 more every level. The frog was floating the whole time. Then my original explanation makes sense. I'm not sure if it's right, but it makes sense. Well, it'd have to be 5. And that would take up so many materia slots and cost so much money. But we could. Should work, I think. No, not really. You're not strong enough. You'd have to use magic, which will cost you. One thing we can do, I'm not sure how early. I think maybe now is the first time you can do it. We could go get the key to Sector 6, go back and buy it. buy more. Could also buy the sneak glove, but at this point, I don't think we're stealing anything anymore. Let's go, pet friend. Sneak glove is very expensive, yeah. Probably not worth it. Oh, you know what, though? Oh, man, it kind of is worth it. Because the Zydric will be massive, but we have to steal it from Rude. And Rude cannot... Well, actually, well... Oh, this is rough, dude. Okay. I have, like, a crazy thought. I just got a crazy idea, and it's probably a horrible idea. We want to steal the Zydric from Rude, right? But stealing from Rude means either sitting in the Turk fight, the final Turk fight, which we're going to skip that anyways. Are we skipping the final Turk? Oh, no. We can't skip the final Turk fight. That counts as a skip. We might be doing Wutai. I think we're doing Wutai. So anyways, we'd either have to sit in the triple Turk fight, or we'd have to sit in Rocket Town, and he does a bunch of damage in Rocket Town. But what if we go to the Galnica and we run straight to the Turk fight, and then we take out Rude, or Reno. Because Rude is bugged in that fight and will stop attacking after his first attack that isn't shoulder tackle. So if we got rid of Reno, we could steal from him forever until we get the Zydric. And then we'd have a Zydric for Cloud. But that also means we might get into a unknown fight on our way out, which could be devastating. The Rude bug is unavoidable. It's just the way his AI works. It's not... I'm not taking... Like, technically I'm taking advantage of it, but, like, that'd be the same thing as taking advantage of Genova Death being immune to fire. Like, it's just how he's programmed. He's programmed to do shoulder tackle, or... He's programmed to do any attack that isn't shoulder tackle and then stop attacking for the rest of the fight. So. There's nothing I can do. No, there's no way to fix it. It's the way he is. But we could use that to get a Zydric. Man, I would really love to grab the Conformer, but that's like so scary. Yeah, no, it's a fair point, but yeah, it's one of those things where, like, you can't... A bug with the enemy, you can't do a no enemy bug run, because half the enemies in this game are bugged. Half of them have attacks that don't work, half of them have attacks that aren't supposed to be there. The frickin' Zolo Culters will attack each other randomly. The Grand Horn, or the Dual Horn, has an attack that costs 65,000 MP, like, all the enemies are just bugged. Now, the W item glitch, you have to specifically do it yourself, but... There's another option too. We could get Steel as well and Quadra Magic and try to like cheese a Steel. But a lot of times that doesn't work. We only get one shot. And we'd have to Chocobo farm to get Quadra Magic because we can't do the Quadra Magic skip. But I think we're getting Steel as well, or could get Steel as well, because I think we're doing Wutai. Because I just realized that if we don't do Wutai, we have to fight the triple Turk fight. And that fight is terrifying. Although, I guess if we... No, you can quote-unquote legally skip it if you do the Wutai side quest. If you do the Wutai side quest, he gives you an option to not fight. Yeah. Yeah, you get an actual in-game option to not fight. Because of the Wutai side quest when they make a truce. So it's basically either Raps or Turks. And Raps I can throw a right arm at. In before Raps Arrow 3's Cloud turn 1. You know, Wutai will be easy. You know what's even better than Elemental Chocomog? The Reflect Ring, which we now have. Slap that bad boy on Cloud. You know how many Arrow 3s this bad boy can reflect? Yeah, well, I'm thinking that we might go on a epic quest, like right now, because we could do Lost Number now without Cloud. We could go get Yuffie right now without Cloud. We could do the Wutai side quest without Cloud. We could do Chocobo stuff to get Quadra Magic without Cloud. I really don't know how Chocobos are going to go, but I think we need Quadra Magic. What do you get? Bolt Armlet? Bolt Armlet, Protect Ring. Don't think it really matters what I give you, but just give you a bunch of crap. There you go, buddy. Do I give him cover so maybe covers a red? No. Actually, you know what? Even better idea. Give Ladle cover. Actually, give Ladle Neo Bahamut. Can we get the premium heart now? I think we can, right? You just have to go grab it. The premium heart has a very interesting place in this mod, now that I think about it. Usually, the Master Fist kind of overshadows the premium heart. But in this mod, because our limit bar is kind of stuck pretty full. Well, hers isn't, though. Oh, it is. It's actually pretty high. Actually won't be bad. Did I look at level instead of bar? I was wondering why it would be so high. So it'll be better later. Alright. Runaway or Neo Bahamut, whichever one happens first. Alright. I don't actually know if there's any pincers here, but if there are... catastrophic meltdown potential. You don't need army, you have 1 HP. Have a ribbon. It's fine. Bahamut wins these. Or Barrett wins. Barrett wins these and Bahamut wins these. They both win these. How's it going, Pirate? Pretty interesting. I think Cloud is in an okay spot. He has like 3,000 HP. But Red is dead. Kate is dead. Barrett's almost dead. But Yuffie and Vincent are full health, ready to go as soon as we go get them. Kate Sith is 1 HP because I accidentally hit Lucky 7s. He went from 7,777 HP to 1. So, big whoops. And we got to be careful that Yuffie and Vincent don't hit lucky 7s either. But yeah, I was planning on using Kate for like this entire section of the game. The Yuffie reporter will be pretty great too. Let's go in Hawkins. Yeah, I'm really happy about the UI thing. I think it'll be really nice for the YouTube videos, for people to be able to follow along when I'm not in the menu. Alright, Barrett. Run. Run, 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 run. Run fast. No pincer, that's good. Oh, these guys are scary. Oh my god, the dodge. Oh, the cover. Did Barrett just do like a crazy 360 there? Also, I just realized no Yuffie, so we don't have to even do that scene. Give me this. Hopefully you don't have to use it. You're gonna have to use it. You don't have to use it. This enemy's a joke. Oh, what's he gonna do, guys? This is a stick up. Drop your weapons. What is this encounter rate? Get me the heck out of here. Run during the cutscene. Can't get encounters. This awkward scene without Yuffie. It looks so much better with Barrett, Kate Sith, Yuffie. Now it's just like off center. Alright, we made it. If we had game overed to the Barrett scene, that would have been oof. Use your hand, Tifa. Kate Sith and Red 13 are dead, and Barrett is low. I was gonna have like all the characters' HP bars on the screen, but I felt like it would be too much. But it would give a good like look at what we have. What happened to Red? Great Glacier. No, nothing actually in particular happened to Red. We just used him the most. From the time we left Midgar, he was our main guy. Oh man, that's a good point. What if Yuffie stacks Tifa with all the summon materia? She loses a bunch of HP because she gives you your materia back, like, randomly. Okay, Slap. We could do it with Sid, I guess. Yeah, but Tifa's still a problem. And she's stuck in the party. We could give Tifa the work glove and a crappy armlet so she has no materia slots. Yeah. That might be the play. This is why I love challenge runs like this, because what other challenge run would you ever purposefully give less materia slots so that when Yuffie gives you your materia back, you don't lose HP? Like, this is a this run only type of scenario, you know? That's never been a problem in any other challenge run.